conference. This conference is being recorded. Muted.
That in that previous company, you guys, I would have never thought in direct sales I would have been a seven-figure earner. But thanks to you guys, with your leadership, you guys made that possible. And one of the great things about where we are right now with Surge is, I'm seeing that it's going to be so much easier and so much more fun this time around. Why don't you just welcome our guests who may be on the line and just let them know what Surge has in store?
Well, thanks for having me on the call. And you did say it absolutely correct, that the reason that you got that trophy is because of the team. And folks, if there's anything about our business that I believe makes it different, if you're looking at this industry of direct sales, it's you can't win by yourself. It takes a team. This is not a single participant sport. And the better that you can build a team, the more money you're going to make. But Don, one of the key things I believe in being a team and being a leader of a team is you first become a follower. And that's the great thing about what we do here. We take people who have desire and who have some skills. You don't have to be polished or smooth. I was an introvert 35 years ago, and I've come a long way inside this industry. But if you just got the desire is the main thing, and then you're willing to plug in and be coachable, it can help you build a team that can do for you the same thing that it could run for you and your family, and that it can be life changing. It can change the car you drive, the zip code where you get mail, and it all starts with a decision. And that decision is that I'm going to do something different than I maybe did in the past, so that I can accomplish something different than I've been able to accomplish in my life. And when it comes to that point, I think it's very key that you get a company that has something that's different. Too many times people, I think, make decisions. It's kind of like take stock. We buy after it's already gone up. We recognize the opportunity, but we recognize it after when everyone else recognizes it. And I think sometimes the key to success often is that you see something before the masses. And that's where we find ourselves. Harvey, when you consider that we do have in our experience a lot of travel sales. In other words, we've done $3 billion worth of travel. And I just got to say, I've been in financial services, I've done other things. Nothing is as easy to talk about as vacations. People take them, desire to take them, lose sleep over them. As a matter of fact, also spend longer planning their summer vacation than they do their complete finances. And so we've got an industry that is appealing. It's $8.1 trillion, which is about $1 billion an hour in sales. That's what happened last year. So it's huge, which means you don't have to get a big piece of it in order to do well yourself. Then you couple that, Bob, with some people who've been in the industry for more than 15 years, who've done $3 billion in sales at the same price that everybody else has. And then what's really, I think, changed, and this is a game changer, is we're going to be introducing the Vortex next month, and the Vortex allows people without anything. They don't have to join anything, come to meetings. They don't have to buy anything. All they got to do is just create an account. It's just as simple as an email and a password, and we're going to save them money off the big online guys. There's all kinds of examples of saving anything from $2 or $3 to as much as $100 to $200. And in that process, what basically we do is we give people who join us the ability to get travel at the absolute rock bottom prices, and then turn around and share some of those savings with people that they know, and in that process get paid to do it. And what that does is it gives every person that you talk to, and this is really different in the direct sales industry, everybody just says, I see this, I want to go ahead and get the Vortex and start making money and build a team. Or they're going to say, I don't know about building a team, but I do see that savings, and I want to get the entire savings, not just a portion that I would get for just being a customer. But then everybody else says yes to the Vortex because, again, It's the same place they were going to go. It's the same hotel, the same cruise, the same car rental, the same everything. And they're going to save some money. And that changes everything, Ron. It just changes everything.
Yeah, let me ask you this. So when you say it changes everything, how does it change everything? I heard somebody earlier talk about two things. Number one, he talked about technology, and then he kind of mentioned something. This is going to be something like the eBay of travel. Could you expound on that?
Well, basically what we've done through our partner is it is technology driven. This group's been in business for 10 years. They scour the contracts that they have, and they look through dozens of places to bring back the lowest possible price. So that's the technology that drives this. Okay, and then when you can leverage that and say, because we don't advertise online, we don't have the huge budgets of the Expedias, and I mean, not that we don't have money, but we're not going to spend billions of dollars in advertising to make more billions. We're going to take and know that the best way to share something is through personal experience. So when we can tell people, we tell the people we know, the people that we meet, the people we work with, you won't even know that you hear talking about travel. You say, you got to check out this. Have you heard of the Vortex? No, you got to check out this technology because it just absolutely is everywhere. It's going to save you money. And it's just that simple. There's no pressure. There's no trying to convince them that the hotel you want them to go to is as good as the Hilton or the Marriott. You don't have to convince them that the cruise ship they never heard of is as good as Royal Caribbean or Carnival. They're going to go where they want to go. They're going to go when they want to go, and in that process, they're going to save money. So that changes everything about the dynamic of how people purchase. But then what we've done is so if that were it, if that were all we want, that would be enough because well, how many people do you talk to? I mean, I can't tell you the number of people that I talk to. They'll say, oh, yeah, I spent 2 hours and I saved $10. I'm saying, you're kidding me. You spent, that's not even minimum wage. So people will absolutely jump through hoops, do all kinds of stuff, check all kinds of places to save minimal amounts of money. And if we've got a place that they can come, which we do, where they will save money every time over what the big online guys do, then why will they go anywhere else? They won't. So if that's all we had, it'd be exactly what Expedia had, exactly what Priceline had. We've got more because what we do is instead of having an advertising budget, we pay you, the person who has the Vortex, and that Ron is how it changes everything. It's not just and I want you to hear this out there. We're not just going to be the first $1 billion company in direct sales in travel. Okay, we're absolutely going to do that. We came close before. We never topped $1 billion. Okay, the closest anybody's come since that was maybe half as much as we've done. So we know that with what we have right now, it's just it's game over. We're going to do $1 billion. All right, in a year, not total, in a year. But this is so much bigger because in 2014, Expedia did $50 billion. That's $50 billion, and they sell it for the same price everybody else, and they keep all the money. Come on, this is a game changer, not just in direct sales. I believe this is the game changer for the industry. It's so much bigger than confining ourselves to just the direct sales industry and competing with companies, great companies. They're out there like Amway and Herbalife, and those kind of companies are in direct sales. But our potential is just so much bigger, so much greater. And with what we're at the beginning of, then I think this is kind of where I just want you to think of it this way. Are the fortunes made after it's common knowledge? Or are the fortunes made when people recognize something before the masses do? Typically, it's before the masses. It's people who look out in the future and see something, and they buy that stock or that land, or they go ahead and basically speculate, if you will. But the people who really know how to do this aren't speculating; they're just analyzing the landscape and looking for the edge. See, that's what we have with the Vortex. But it hadn't even launched yet. A lot of the people that call tonight are hearing about something before it becomes. This isn't before it becomes common knowledge. This is before it really becomes knowledge. Nobody has seen it yet. That won't happen until March. So if you're on the call tonight, you're hearing my voice, you're in the right place. This is the right time, but there's one thing that you have to do. You have to take action. You have to make a decision. And that's sometimes the thing that people struggle with because they want to analyze and look, while other people, and you know, this has been said, and I believe it, that if you study the difference between wealthy people and people who are not wealthy, wealthy people make decisions quickly, change their minds slowly, if at all. Whereas people who are not successful analyze things to death. They analyze and they analyze and they study and they go and they analyze. They make up their minds slowly, and then they change their minds very quickly. This is the time to make a decision. Granted, you don't have all the facts. Folks, if you wait till all the facts are in, if you wait till the evidence is clear, if you wait till everybody is saying, wow, that is the thing everybody should do, then folks, then your opportunity has shrunk dramatically, because now you're one of the masses. Now's the time to take action. Now's the time to get involved, because nobody knows about this yet, Bob. That's what makes it the opportunity, what I believe, of our lifetime.
Hey Scott, in closing, Richard Branson said something, and you tend to quote Richard Branson. How powerful is that quote for the people who are on the call and they're listening to you for the first time?
Well, you know, I do like, I love to study people who, like Wayne Gretzky was, you know, they call him the great one. Muhammad Ali, again, another great one. You know, and if I'm gonna study people or listen to people or kind of quote people, those are the kind of people that I want. So Richard Branson basically said, if someone presents you with an amazing opportunity, even if you do not understand it, say yes, and then figure it out later. And folks, what I'm telling you, this is an amazing opportunity. Whether you see it or not doesn't change that fact. We're going to sell travel cheaper than our competition online. And we're going to pay people to spread the word. It's an amazing opportunity. You don't have to understand all the facts. If you can point people to a website, then you can profit with us. And that is our business. And that also makes it much easier to build a team, because other people will look at it and say, even if I've not been successful in direct sales, I've never been able to build a team. Maybe I've never even been able to get a check. Okay? Well, I can tell you the reason you didn't have the vortex. This changes everything. But it only changes those people who take action. Ron, just thanks for being on the call. And Jeff, I'm going to tell you, it's Chris Coke, this is a cell phone decision. It's less than the cost of a cell phone. To get in, it's less than the cost of a cell phone to have it. Cell phone probably doesn't make you money. And this is something that can, if you'll do what we ask you to do. And Ron, we're in for a ride, buddy.
Hey, Scott, I am so excited, man. I told somebody, you know what, we have something that, you know, for the first time, I believe this is being done, is that we can literally sell what the masses sell cheaper than what they sell it for. I want you guys to think about that. We're not marking the price up or down. We literally sell the exact same thing. Is this going to be a lot cheaper? One for you. Hey, I want to say thank you so very much, Scott. It was a pleasure having you on the call. I want to say thank you for all we do. And like we always do when we end, we throw it right back over to our host, Mr. Harvey Lake.
Thank you, Vaughn. Very, very, very excited about what's going on in our company. And we want to thank all the people for coming on the line. Especially want to thank you, Scott. Scott Domer, taking time out of a very busy schedule as you've been going on tour ever since we had our winter regional in Atlanta, along with Chris Coakley. So we really appreciate you taking time to stop in with us tonight. And Vaughn, actually, you know, we're in our like the middle of the month now with our Blitz call, and we're going to continue through the month having these calls on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. Thursday we have a Spanish call, and then on Saturday, our friend who is another seven-figure earner in the business will be on with us on Saturday mornings, 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, to talk about the money mindset. So you don't want to miss that. But we want to invite you to come back here on Wednesday night and join us for another great call with another special guest and special information to help you grow your business and get a good understanding. You heard what Scott said. You know, when you start now, then you'll be in the front of the wave, the push, the excitement. Those who wait can become a part of the masses, which dilutes your success for sure. But starting now and getting in position will make a big difference. So there's no need to hesitate. Don't wait. If you're not one of our membership owners, you want to do that. And you also want to have a long, extended list that you can share the vortex with people. Share the membership, share the vortex. Enroll as many memberships as you can. You'll have more outlets and you'll have more success. We have had some information about the tour continuing. It's already been posted for the event in New York City coming up on February 27th, which is a Saturday at the Courtyard by Marriott LaGuardia Airport Hotel there at Marriott Courtyard. That will happen on Saturday, the 27th. You'll find that information in your back office on the wave break. And also coming up, according to those in the planning, is that there will be some more stops in Philadelphia, as well as Chicago, and a few other places that you'll be reading about later on in your wave break about the tour that continues in the run to Reno. Well, coming up in just a few.
We are Surge365, a pioneer in the direct sales industry, a company with leadership who are successful, proven, tested, and a business model that allows people just like you to build a fun, exciting part-time or full-time income by simply sharing. Our industry? Well, that's the best part. It's fun, sexy, and 100% of people want to be in it. And it just happens to be the biggest in the world. Look at this comparison. One of the industries you probably experience every day is the world of television. If you add up the annual revenues of all the TV programs on the air, we're talking Monday Night Football, Oprah, and American Idol, it was $384 billion last year. Big, right? What about pharmaceuticals? What they call big pharma. Last year, all those pills and potions added up to $950 billion, almost 3 times bigger than the television industry. Well, what about all the big technology companies out there? Where do they fit in? Well, if you combined Apple, Microsoft, eBay, and Google together just last year, they did over $1.1 trillion. What could be bigger than that? The answer is travel. Last year, the global travel market, from flights to cruises to resorts to rental cars, was a staggering $8.1 trillion. Let that soak in for a second. Do you have any idea how much money that is? That means that yesterday, 18 billion was spent on travel. Trust me, with a pie that big, you only need a tiny little slice to completely change every single thing in your life. Your car, your house, your zip code. Here's how. I'm going to bet that 99% of the people you know either travel or want to travel. Agreed? Perfect. Let's move on. Experts from Columbia University have concluded that the average person knows 600 people. That includes your family, the people you work with, that guy at the coffee shop, your dentist, whatever. On Facebook alone, the average number of friends is 383. That is what's called your sphere of influence or social network. So for easy math, let's just call it 500 people. 500 people that if you waved at them, would wave back. Now, we've already established that most or all of those people travel or want to travel, right? And most or all of those people want a great deal, right? Okay, we are going to look at 3 examples. Here is a family of 4. They are going to take a 4-day vacation. They need 2 hotel rooms, a rental car, and tickets to a theme park. They go online to one of the big well-known sites and get a price of $1,008. Not sure that's the best deal, they go to one of the other big ones. There they find the same trip, same dates, same hotel for $999. Which site will they book from? The $999 one, right? Of course! They aren't brand loyal, they just want the best deal, even if it's only $9 cheaper. But then they remember you. You have an online travel site. You have The Vortex. So they go to your site, find the same car, the same hotel, the same beach, the same sand on the beach, and they see it for $950. Who would they buy from? Exactly. Now, what would you earn? Well, in the old days, a trip like that would have generated about $100 in commission. Your cut of that would be somewhere between $60 and $70. Not bad. All you really did was point them to your website, right? Well, what if we could show you, through The Vortex, how you could earn 3 to 4 times that amount, earning somewhere between $200 and $300 on that trip for the exact same effort? And what if just 20% of your social network took one trip like that a year? That's 100 trips. Let's call it $250 in commission. That is 25 grand for pointing. Well, what if 30% of them took a trip, or 40%? And what if some of those trips were week-long cruises to the Bahamas, or first-class travel to Tahiti? Get the picture? Perfect. Okay, here's how you get started. When you decide to join us at Surge365, you are beginning a business. A turnkey operation with everything you need to start today. Here's what you get. First, you receive your very own branded copy of The Vortex, the website you can show to the world. Your social network books a trip, you get paid. Retail value, $600. Then, you get membership in the world's most exclusive travel club, cruises, resorts, hotels, all-inclusives, and more. That means you get to travel like a rock star at wholesale prices. That means you and your family will never pay full price again. Retail value? Well, a white-labeled version of this membership is currently selling for $4,000. And if you're ready to dive even deeper into the world of travel and make money putting together group tours and cruises, you get a full-fledged travel agency. Retail value? $499. That's over $5,000 in value that you get for only $399 down and $59.95 a month. And if you simply refer 3 people, that $59.95 goes away. Refer 7 and we'll pay you $1,000. Now let's take it one step further. What if you had a network of Vortex engines working all over the world, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in multiple languages? What would that look like? Imagine a family in China going on vacation to Indonesia, a businessman in London taking a trip to Buenos Aires, people you don't even know going on a family reunion cruise in the Mediterranean. Well, if you get that vision in your head, the sky's the limit. Unlimited $1,000 bonuses, $10,000 bonuses, and then we can show you how to become a director, earning free cars, lifestyle bonuses, even a $1 million bonus. You get everything for just $399. Get started right now, and you could start earning money immediately. As much as you want, as fast as you want. This is the answer. This is the business of the future. Welcome to Surge365. Let's go.